here we are. After another, honestly, I wonder if we would have finished this already if we hadn't taken, if we hadn't ever taken any breaks at all. Just, in general, at any point.
Yeah, I think we would have, because I think at least cumulatively since we've started this, I imagine there's been at least 8 times or 10 times that we've had to miss for various reasons.
Yeah, I think so. I think so for sure.
And that happens. It's like it's not like this is our full time job. If
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, maybe eventually.
Yeah, ideally. Part 31 though, Jesus Christ.
That's
I
crazy,
think
right?
our initial assumption that we were going to get to 40 parts does make sense. And though in our defense, we do shorter segments, and there are
That's
a
also
couple
true.
and there are a couple parts in there where an episode was split up into two.
That's also a good point. Yeah, that's also a good point. We're just waiting for Sarah to join in, and then we'll be good to go here. Um,
And
am I at the? I'm where I want to be, right? For
yeah, I will
Okay.
put my sign down right there.
All right. Then yeah, we'll just chill until Sarah is ready. Should be shortly. I think I sent the invite to her already. Yeah. Oh wait, Sarah, are you already in? If you are, I can't hear you. Oh, we should do a Griffith one.
Can, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool.
I didn't have my mic on. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh no,
here.
you're totally okay. No worries. Well, welcome back, Sarah. How are you doing? It's been a little while since we streamed.
Just Andy. How are you?
I am doing good. Tim, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing phenomenal.
Quite a few things. I got a tooth pulled since the last time we streamed this game.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's fun times. The worst part was not being able to eat what I wanted for a week afterwards, or 2 weeks
Y-
actually.
I can feel that to a point. I had a wisdom tooth pulled.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
that
haven't
was
done that
fun.
yet. I still have to go back well, I don't know, it's interesting. So when I was there to get, it was like a molar kind of in the middle on the right that I had pulled. It's just a cavity that had gotten really bad. I just couldn't afford to go for a long time, and just it ended up being what happened. But when I was there, they did like a full 3D rotating scan X-ray of like my whole skull or whatever, or my whole jaw. Apparently, I was born without wisdom teeth on the top half of my jaw. I got them on the bottom, and I will probably have to tap them out at some point. But I just for some reason just was born without the top half.
I would definitely not complain about that.
No, yeah, no, definitely not complaining. And then let me pull up. We are at Outer Wall Phantom Tree is where we're gonna start here.
Okay, that's where I'm at too. And you guys can't see my sign?
I don't see it. Is it? Yeah, I don't
It's
see it.
literally pretty much. I mean, it's not like right on top of the bonfire or anything, but it
It's
should
close
be
to
right
it.
there.
Do you still
Huh.
have the multiplayer password entered in?
That might be the issue, because
Oh,
I'm
let me see. Where
not
was that
even
again?
sure.
Multiplayer. Oh yeah, it's just Red Wing, all lowercase letters. Um, but no, as always, I like to start out the stream by asking Tim, did you watch anything? See any interesting movies? Watch any interesting shows? Read any interesting books? Just whatever it is.
Right before this stream, actually, I went and saw a pre-screening for the movie Beekeeper with Jason Statham.
I saw the trailer for that at Aquaman 2 the other day, and that looks ridiculous. But like
Oh, it
fun.
is ridiculous. It's
Fun
fun ridiculous.
ridiculous.
It's like the kind of movie I'd give a 6.5 out of 10, but goddamn was it fun to watch just once.
I see. Part of me wishes um, it would have been a Nicolas Cage action movie and a sequel.
It definitely played out like one.
Does it really feel like that? That's amazing.
Yeah,
All right,
well,
sweet. Now
and
we
that's the
got
thing.
Sarah's sign
Jason
there too.
Statham is really well known for his action movies, and they take advantage of that with
Yes.
some absolutely intense choreography that I know is like well beyond anything I'm physically capable of. And
I
to
mean,
know
he
that there
is
were
great
actual
at that.
yeah, and that he was doing all of his stunts was phenomenal because holy crap, there was a lot going on. He's doing acrobatics and like it's I won't give any spoilers, especially because it's not even in broad release yet.
Sure.
Uh,
I mean, is
Wait,
there that much to spoil about the Jason Statham Beekeeper action movie? Oh, yeah, I guess
you
I just
know,
started walking.
uh,
Tim, yeah, we're going that way.
oh, I started walking that way because I was looking at the stream and not a map. And if I was looking at a map,
I'm just playing follow the leader.
Yep, yeah, that's all I'm doing too.
I'm pretty sure all of the Golden City within the outer walls falls within one co-op jurisdiction, which
Okay.
would only change when. Oh, hey buddy,
Is that a
you gonna
boss
be our
or?
friend?
Oh,
That's a
that's not a
boss.
boss.
It's a mini boss. It doesn't even have a health bar, so there's no way it'll impact.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Well then, so since you're here, Sarah, I'll direct that towards you. Have you seen any interesting movies, or watched, or just done any interesting stuff recently?
Well, the other day, I finally managed to watch Star Wars Episode 3.
Okay.
Like, I've seen, of the first 6 that came out, I've seen all but Episode 3.
Okay.
I have no idea how the fuck I missed that.
Well, I mean, hey, I've definitely just like randomly left off on stuff and not gotten back to it for a long time before, so I can understand I can understand why that would happen. I just get distracted with something else,
The
like
chest in this? No, maybe.
Yeah, they're on the other side.
well, me, oh, there we go. And me, me, Michael, and Ulysses, all co-hosts from other shows, we went and oh, we went and saw Aquaman 2 on New Year's Day, and oh boy, was that bad! I oh wow, it
Was it
was.
better than the first one or worse than the first one?
Well, here's the thing. I think both are bad, are like the good kind of bad, right? They're terrible in just the right unintentionally funny way, where they're bad, but like the level of incompetence becomes entertaining. Black Manta got Homer Simpsoned in both movies.
Huh.
Like, like in that first movie, the villain gets like removed from the movie by falling off a cliff and hitting 30 rocks on his way down, like the old Springfield Gorge episode of The Simpsons. And then, lo and behold, it happens to him again in the sequel. This is supposed to be like an intimidating, badass villain, right? And he has the fate of Homer Simpson, literally.
Nice.
So we will, or next time we're at an like a transitionary thing, I'm gonna have you come back because resting at this site of grace gives you some dialogue with
Oh,
Melina,
okay.
who I'm sure we haven't seen in like 20 hours,
Yeah, it's been a while. It's definitely been a while.
I'm making a literal
Otherwise,
physical post-it note on my thing for you to come back here, so we don't have to just leave.
that could be how we end the stream if tonight.
Oh yeah,
I
there
guess
we go.
depending on. But yeah. Well, and then otherwise, kind of the big pleasant surprise that I've had recently is I can't remember if it was a free 1 month or if I picked it up on sale because I saw it like for super cheap. But this game that came out back in 2017 called Near Automata. I finally was like, let me give this a chance. I've heard people say good things about it, and I was like, I was kicking myself for not having played it sooner. Like I ended up thinking it was that good, and is definitely one of those I would recommend it to anyone that enjoys like action games in general. Now, Tim, have
Oh,
you heard of this game really, other than just
my
me saying
younger
it?
brother's been nagging me for years to buy and play it, and
Okay.
I've just never budged on it because I was like, I wasn't super, I guess, pulled in by the trailers
Yeah,
enough to
I
pay
wasn't
full price
either.
for it.
I wasn't
But
either, and I got it at a big discount too, and that's part of why I was like, okay, I got it, or maybe it was free even. I can't remember, but I finally gave it a chance for that reason because it's like, oh, this is cheap or free or whatever. Let me see. It's so much more than you'd expect. Like the kind of almost typical anime art style that it's got is very deceiving to what the game actually is and what it's actually doing. Um, I watched like an eight. They were like probably every episode is probably an hour and a half each, or more even. But I watched like an 8 episode podcast series that was doing like in depth like philosophical literary analysis on the game. And there's a lot going on there, like stuff that I wasn't catching, like some of the obscure like names even that were in the game at times referencing historical figures. Now, upfront, what I'll tell you is that it's doing some of the like stuff that you've seen before in some respects. Kind of the idea of like, what is consciousness in like machine life, and how does that like at what point are they genuinely sentient? But the way that it actually executes that story is I thought was just absolutely fascinating. Um, and the thing is if you get the credits, you've only played a third of the game, which was also very interesting. Like I'd say there were 5 endings before I was like, oh, okay, no, now I'm actually done with it.
oh, I guess I should have specified what we're trying to do here, which is attack this thing
Oh,
that's
yeah, the invisible motherfucker.
now you'll notice some messages on the ground, and they're places where, if you stand there, you've got a good chance of hitting it.
Oh, what? It went over the rocks?
Did it? Is
it
it over
did.
there now? Holy
Yes.
crap.
Yeah, like it like took a shortcut through the rocks, I think. Weird. I don't see its footprints now though.
Well, if it's gone, it's gone. That
Oh.
was a prayerful strike, which
Okay.
I don't think you
Okay.
can use on your whips anyway. So,
Oh, all right. Well, whatever then. It's
so I
fine.
guess back down south.
All right. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's one of those where I really do recommend like give it a shot. Play it for a while too. Like give like one thing like this I can say because it's not story spoilers at all, but just from like a gameplay perspective, it does some really interesting things. So like it's actually the second game in a series too, but the games take place like 10,000 years apart from each other. So like you could play the second one without the first one. Like you could play it totally independently. Um, but it's so the second game, it was like a co-production between this Square Enix studio. Oh, is it a fog wall? Okay, yeah. So
I
it's resummon on the other side.
Yep.
All
And
right,
that one will be the sealed tunnel site of grace.
sealed tunnel. All right, sweet. Um,
Um, Make sure you get the D when you say sealed tunnel because otherwise that's
sealed
just seal
tunnel.
tunnel. And then
Oh,
we're
that's
clubbing a
true.
bunch of baby seals and it's not good PR for the channel.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, but it does this really interesting thing, this game, where it's got like it'll go from kind of a so the co-production between Square Enix and Platinum. So it'll go from like this kind of almost like Bayonetta, Devil May Cry style, like third person character action game, and then it will and it's a seamless transition, but it'll like flip and turn into like a 2D side scroller, and then it'll like flip again, and it'll be a like bullet hell 3D arena shooter. But again, it's this really seamless transition where it feels like all one gameplay system. Like when it changes, it almost doesn't really feel like it's changing because it does it in such a smooth, consistent way. Oh, wrong way.
I thought I knew where to go, but apparently. Okay, if it's the sealed tunnel, I think you can attack this wall.
Hey, there we
Ah.
go. Invisible wall. God, what else? Yeah, what else? Well, me and Ulysses on the Tuesday show, we finished the entire stream series for the RoboCop game, which also was a big pleasant surprise. I did not think that was going to be that good, and after playing it, it's easily the best RoboCop thing since the first movie. Because well, I don't know if you've seen any of those sequels, but they're not good.
Yeah.
Not good at all. Um, oh, and then me and we finally did that Yu Yu Hakusho review over at the Afternoon Tune, and now we
Of the
are.
animated one, right?
Yes, actually, we will be reviewing. We will also be reviewing the live action show this coming Monday.
Well, that is going to be awesome.
Yeah, spoiler alert, it sucked.
It sucked. As someone who watched the entire the show and then it sucked. That is unfortunate.
The Here's what I'll tell you just instantly right now. Yu Yu Hakusho is a 112 episode anime. Now the live action show condenses about 45 20-minute episodes of anime into 5 hour long live action episodes.
Ouch.
That I feel like there's no way because even then that's the only 15 episodes.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's trying to squeeze 45 episodes worth of content into 15, right, if you go by the 20-minute format.
Ah, well, no going back now.
I mean, there's that lever.
I mean, there is going back now, but at a slight inconvenience. You're getting the hang of this.
I mean, I feel like we've been dealing with these illusory walls for so long.
And the key to saying illusory correct for anybody watching is to say it as presumptuously as you can, or no, as pompously as you can. The more flourish you put on the word illusory, the illusory, the illusory,
The
illu-
illusory. You gotta
I was
say it
gonna
like Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat.
illusory.
No, no, no. He's got that like really effeminate, evil arch, like vaudeville villain type
Illusory.
voice. Illusion. No, Tim, I swear to God, if you play the most recent Mortal Kombat story mode, Shang Tsung in that game, he's so fucking funny. He at one point in this, he says it with this exact tone and inflection. But he's talking to another villain about like their like big project that they're doing, and he goes, "The Soul Stealers are under construction." And as he says it exactly like that, like he sounds like you'd imagine a salamander talking.
That's beautiful. That's really, I think, fitting for the character.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's like it's Arch in the way that the supervillains in like Venture Bros are Arch, right? Like it's that level of ridiculous Arch like personality. Which is also funny because the good guys are like just kind of playing it super straight for the most part. And then that's who they go talk to. Is this another? No.
There's a way forward we just haven't found. Well, probably all of these.
Check. Hey, that's a wall.
Signs are sometimes helpful.
Sometimes.
It's wild. Sometimes they just
Ooh, I
are.
just died because I fell
If it
like an
helps,
idiot.
You
so did I.
had one job.
I did. I did. I had one
One
job.
job.
Only one.
It really
I'm just
sucks you can't get
following
a parachute or something in this game.
the parachute. How cheap would that? How easy would that make this? And just take
Only
the
like if
challenge out
you've
of.
beaten the game like once or twice, but still, it would be nice. Like you're like, okay, I've
Like a
done my
special.
dues. I beat this game enough times. It's like when
There,
you get the bazooka in Resident Evil.
yeah, that's true. Because yeah, some games you play like yeah, because like with Resident Evil, you have to you have to beat it. You have to get like an S rank on like professional mode or whatever to unlock that. But then once you get it, then yeah, it's like just
Yeah,
this
if you've
easy
already
mode.
done the most challenging things, if you've proven you can play the game in its intended form at the highest given difficulty, it makes
Yeah.
sense to have some things that would only really have a benefit to you in single player. You could even like exempt them from co-op, but like have some
Oh
things that
yeah.
open up shortcuts.
Well, Resident Evil is also so much better when it's just a single player. Every time they try and do multiplayer Resident Evil, it's so I don't know, it just does not work that well. Which is I'm really curious what we're gonna see next because they definitely set things up for a remake of Resident Evil 5, and that was like the first time they tried to do, you know, the whole co-op thing, and it made the fact that it was a horror game made that not really work all that well. So I'm very curious if they can like fix it or if they can like I don't know I'm because correct me if I'm wrong, Tim, but the last I mean, I know you played seven from the new stuff, but for a long time you stopped at four, right?
Yeah, yeah. There for a long time I was stopped at four because I wasn't when five first released. I didn't see anything that really grabbed me, and I'd seen my older brother play it, and I was like, eh.
Yeah, I mean that's generally my feel. I think I think the thing is it is fun if you play it co-op, but even then it's like it's a fun action game. It's not a fun horror game, and that makes it feel like it's not really Resident Evil. You know? Like there's just
Yeah,
very little to no horror in it at all. I don't know. It's weird. It's a very weird. And then well, then six is like a Michael Bay movie.
Listen, in all due respect, I don't care about Resident Evil. I'm waiting for the next Bundy game to come out.
I wonder how long it'll be. No, that's a cool
They
series too, though.
already they already announced
Did
it.
you
I
already
think
get the
it's
thing over
supposed
here?
to
Oh, sorry, I'll come check.
come out this year.
Oh,
It's called
really?
Bendy the Cage,
Ooh.
Ooh. I haven't finished
and
the second one yet. I still need to do that.
and they are coming out with a movie.
Oh, like a
I
live action
believe
movie?
they haven't announced if it is live action or animated yet,
Okay. Okay.
but they announced it on Christmas Day that there's a Bendy movie coming out.
Oh, wow. Cool. Well, thank you for telling me. No, I didn't even hear about that. Yeah, don't
So
explode on me.
so there's something to keep an eye on for you guys.
Yeah.
Or you could just
Cool.
keep in touch with me because I mean I have a Bendy emote for a reason.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I need to finish. I need to go back and finish the second one. I still haven't done that. I have it. I just have not played through it all the way.
Um, you so remember that giant pit we were walking over?
That I fell and died in.
Uh, Um, it might be the self same one, but the one that we crossed over,
Oh, like just
backtrack a
now?
little bit and then look down. Look for my dwindling
Uh,
health bar.
oh shit, whoops. I don't
We
know if we can go back from where we are. Because you have to jump over that big
Then
tree
in
root.
that case, it was just a smithing stone. I'm
Oh, well, I guess that's not the biggest loss.
no, especially because I believe the reward for this thing is the ability to buy the smithing stones you find here.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's I think
Well,
you'll be able to upgrade your weapon a decent amount just
shoot.
with like I think it's like 2,000 souls as stone or something, or no, like 800, something like that.
See, I just genuinely don't think that there's a way back up from from where we are.
Oh god, no, it means we don't have to fight one of those maidens of pain
Oh, well, that's good because I hate those things.
with the ones that have the dual Giza wheel on them.
Yeah, no, those things suck. Fuck those things.
Fuck those things 1,000 times.
Um, well, for this year, the big horror game, and I hope it's good because I am nervous about it. But the big one, I'm really really hoping turns out well is the Silent Hill, which we just got confirmation it's coming out this year for sure. Um, oh God, I hope they don't fuck it up. I really hope they don't fuck it up. Because if you've played the original, you know what a special story that is. And there's a lot of nuance to it, and it's very sad, and it deals with some very dark subject matter. It's the kind of thing that's got to be handled just right. Also getting the first Metal Gear game in almost a decade.
That's right.
The remake of three. Oh hi Onyx Lord. Oh
More
hi
like
Onyx Lord.
Onyx, bitch.
That's right. Ooh. Ah!
Now, the Onyx Lords are
Cool.
kind of interesting. They the lore behind them is rather implies that they're not just aliens, but like possibly from another dimension. and that's why they
Oh,
control gravity the way they do.
that's an
Because
interdimensional eldritch horror.
they walk through the one you find in Limgrave comes through a rift like that it opens out of like thin air, and then it starts to use gravity based powers. But they're
Okay.
creatures of pure onyx with golden veins kind of traced across their skin, and they manipulate gravity as we would lift a stone with our bare hands.
Oh
And
wow.
it's
Okay.
they're a base of gravity creatures, and they're all the fact that they're also made of stone in the same way that those bull demon thing, the giant scorpion bulls we fought,
Yes.
those are they're part of the same kind of thing, except those ones they're called falling star beasts because they come via meteor, which means they exist somewhere within this cosmos, whereas the
Right.
onyx lords are believed to just come from someplace else altogether or possess
Interesting.
sophisticated enough travel that it's like they're from a different realm, just far enough away.
Interesting. And then I'm assuming Divine Tower of West Atlas is where we're
We
keeping,
will
or is we going somewhere else?
actually Outer Wall Phantom Tree.
Ooh, okay. Outer Wall Phantom Tree. Cool.
Sounds like the name of an anime episode title. Outer
Could
Wall
that?
Phantom Tree.
It almost sounds like just the name of an anime in general.
You could even flip the two words. It was just like Phantom Tree, Outer Wall.
Phantom Tree, Outer Wall.
Where? I'm not seeing it.
Um,
Outer Tree, Phantom Wall. I mean, shit.
Outer.
Outer Wall Phantom
Now you're
Tree.
saying it, and it's turning into a tongue twister. Can't even say it right. I don't know if you have the
Okay.
stream pulled up, but I also pull it up on the map here, so you can
Okay.
see where it is. It's right at the edge of this big bridge.
Found it. Thank you.
Sweet. Um. Yeah. Oh, God, I can't remember if I fully said this or not, but the next show that we're doing for the afternoon tune is Samurai Champloo. I don't know. Have you ever seen that, Tim?
I have not.
It is by the same creator as Cowboy Bebop. It was on around around a similar time. Um, very music heavy, right? Very heavy stylistic sensibility on music. Some and also very very good English dub. Which again, I always talk about how we feel like that's kind of rare for some of these things. But that's I do appreciate your character costume that you came up with this week. Now that's a series that God, I wonder if we'll ever get like an actual complete one of these things. Cool. Tim, did you mute yourself?
We fought one of these as an entire ass boss, and yes, I did.
I had a feeling.
But yeah, the iron helmet for Griffith is like part of the progression, and then eventually, you got to be able to evolve Griffith to as many forms.
Oh, do you have like
Though
a
there's
straight
not,
up? I was gonna say, do you have a
I
femto
don't have
thing?
a Birdman. Yeah, I did try, but there's no helmet that even comes close, and the outfit, as it turns out, is heavily dependent on the outfit.
Right. Oh, you get stuck up there. You get stuck up there, buddy. It seems like he might be stuck. Oh,
This is the
now
closest I
he's
can get
down.
to femto is clouds of blood flies,
I
and
mean, that seems like something he would do.
well, especially with the eclipse blood ritual.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it is kind of amazing just how heavy Berserk or how heavily influenced Berserk is. I mean, it like Dark Souls and Elden Ring, like none of this would exist if not for Berserk. None of these From Software games,
Well,
I don't think they ever would have happened if not for Berserk.
and I think I've mentioned it a couple times, but the protagonist or possible antagonist, one of the focal characters of the next one, or the DLC for Elden Ring, is
Mm.
Mikola of the Halig Tree, who is the
Yes,
only character pictured on the only piece of advertisement for the DLC.
right.
And Mikola is basically Griffith. We're talking God of the Eclipse. We're talking
White
the
hair.
same go into a cocoon, long white hair,
Yeah.
feminine delicacy, kind of very androgynous and very known as kind or known for kindness and wit and being able to learn super fast. And uh,
Yep.
he
That
go
definitely sounds like him.
and he only like so like uh, there's just all sorts of fun shit
Interesting.
in Elden Ring lore.
Oh
Like
yeah.
this guy.
Oh. Uh.
He becomes a common enemy type. No, this is
Wow.
actually
Really? It's he
no, this is
shape
him.
shifted. Oh wait, no, it's actually him.
He used one of the hollowed people
What?
that had
Wow. Okay.
they used their link to the Golden Order to transform one of them into himself and teleport to their location.
Oh shit. Wow. Okay. Well, he didn't put up as much of a fight as he did last time. That's for sure.
But remember when we beat him last time? He gave us one of those "You haven't seen the last of me," uh, and
Yes.
he is the true Lord. Like, if you're wondering who got the Golden City when the Shattering happened, Margit the Fellowman did.
Oh.
He was so
Okay.
powerful, more so than every other demigod we fought and killed up to this point.
Oh, I should
Um,
ask too, Sarah. How are you still playing? Is it Dark Souls 2 that you were playing the last time that we talked about it? Are you still on that one?
Bioshock 2. And
Uh,
yes, I am playing that. I mean, I'm
Nice.
playing, I did start Dark Souls 2, but I kinda got away from it for whatever reason.
Fair enough. That happens.
So, I do plan on going back to it at some point.
Sometimes with games like this, you need to have a break, though, too. Like that, just especially with how difficult they can be.
Dark Souls 2 was, I think, our second longest game behind Elden Ring on the channel.
Yeah, that took
Because
us 26 streams to finish.
if you look up like the 100% completion time on those, like how long does it take to play websites, Dark Souls 2 clocks in at around 80 hours.
Jesus
And
Christ.
it's and that's discounting grinding for random dropped items. Like that's just going for every singularly obtainable item
Wow.
and going for every boss kill and all that jazz.
That's crazy. That's a ridiculous amount of time. I mean,
It's a
that's like
big investment.
that's almost as long as like an Elden Ring playthrough. Like if you're gonna do like 100%ing that is almost like a yeah. Wow, that's wild. Especially considering like Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne and Sekiro. That's I mean those games are long. Those games only are really long because of the difficulty. Like they're relatively small in terms of like the actual size of the games themselves.
Whereas, like, I would argue that Elden Ring has a bit of a vastness to it, even if
Oh
that
yeah,
vastness is circumvented by like movement or permanent sprinting or fast travel. Um, it's it's a game that I definitely think as soon as the DLC comes out, I'm gonna be pouring another 50 or so hours into it easily.
well, that's totally because you'll have to memorize the whole DLC before we play it on the stream, so that I don't have to do the work. That's how we played these games.
Exactly. It didn't used to be, but we did find out that that seems to be the rhythm that works best. Is
I mean, like, I'd still
because
try
like
and
Dark
get into
Souls,
the fray, but you know,
well, yeah, but like just at least having a bit of guidance as to what we're doing, because like we did stumble through Demon Souls blind together, and
that's
that
true.
was good. But that was a 12-hour game that we
Yeah,
managed to
that was
make
not
like
that long.
16 hours.
Right, right.
Roronoa Zoro, we got a fucking One Piece weeb invading us.
It's a weeb invasion. Watch out. Oh, I see him. Good disguise there, man.
Do you think? Oh shit!
Pretty sure they noticed.
Oh my god! I gotta get a screenshot of this because this is
Oh
from a
wow.
show that it's an actually really good cosplay. Holy shit!
Nice. Yeah, that actually. I mean, I even I don't. I mean, I don't watch One Piece, but I recognize like the character design. It's like a legit. That's like a legitimately good. Yeah, approximation, at least of what I have seen of that.
I'm surprised he's not trying to use three sword style on us. Fuck.
Is that something from the show? I don't even know.
Yeah. No, his character is especially goofy because he puts
Nice.
a sword in his mouth and does something called three sword style,
Okay.
and he moves
I,
his body in circular motions as he attacks and creates like a circular arc of blade around basically everything.
huh.
And people are constantly just like, "What's with the third sword?" And then he fucking puts a sword in his mouth, and they're like, "That's really fucking weird. That's bad for your teeth, man. You gotta stop doing that."
See, that was going to be my reaction, and I was just going to be a smartass. But they actually say that in the show.
Oh yeah, they do very much so point out that it's a
It's ridiculous. Interesting. How much One Piece have you seen at this point, Tim?
500 episode or 520 episodes.
Good God, it's so much.
I'd say most of it I haven't paid much attention to, but the last 100 or so episodes were actually surprisingly okay.
So
Like he
you have to
broke into
get.
Dante's Inferno, which was it's a jail that was basically Dante's Inferno.
Huh? Yeah, it's
And
just it's too long for me. I
oh yeah,
I can't do it.
but yeah,
And
like
here
after
I am watching Studio Ghibli movies. It's the only anime stuff that I've seen.
Oh, have
that's
you seen
because you
any
have
more recently?
curated. You're like watching the finest quality anime. You're like sipping a fine aged Cabernet.
That's true. I mean, Studio Ghibli is like the tip top of quality of anime. Like it is right. Like there are a few other things that I'd put up there around the same level, but it's not a lot. Like Studio Ghibli is like prime quality anime. Actually, it sounds like it's Miyazaki or Ghibli as a studio might be doing a sequel to Nausicaa Valley of the Wind,
Huh.
which is that's like I mean that came out was it the late '80s I think or was it early '90s? Nausicaa Valley of the Wind is one
80,
of
yes,
my
yeah.
favorite. That's one of my favorite Ghibli movies. I think it's underrated. I think that people don't talk about that one as much, but I think it's really goddamn good. It's also one of the darker ones too, like Princess Mononoke. It's a little more on that side of things.
Well, I have actually liked everything I've seen of theirs, so I mean, granted it's only been 3 movies, but still.
I mean, and I know you've told me before, but remind me which three that you have is it that you have seen?
Spirited Away, Ponyo, and My Neighbor Totoro?
That's right. Yeah, those are all solid films. Spirited Away is probably my favorite of those three. I know I saw Spirited Away when I was like the exact age that the girl is in the movie, and so I don't know. I think it hit harder watching it like that one. It just hit especially hard because it was like that exact time in my actual life too. God, I love that movie. Tim, you've seen
They
Spirited Away. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that was my first Ghibli movie.
Nice. And I'm sorry, Sarah. What were you going to say?
that was actually my first too, and like I literally watched Spirited Away and then turned around and bought Ponyo and My Neighbor Totoro without seeing them because
Nice.
I loved Spirited Away so much.
And it
So
was a good choice, honestly.
I mean that should definitely say something. And as soon as I get more money too, I'm definitely investing in more Studio Ghibli stuff because it's just they have such great films. Like I keep hearing nothing but good stuff about them.
The only one I've ever heard not great, and it's only one, but that I heard was a little lackluster, was Hayao Miyazaki's son actually directed a movie uh, a couple of years ago, and it was like it was like a 3D computer animation style that Studio Ghibli always does the hand drawn 2D stuff, but it was like a kind of a not super great looking 3D computer animation, and
Right.
for a first time director, maybe it wasn't like a terrible movie, but it was definitely not up to the quality of like the rest of their stuff. But it's the only thing that specific director I think has ever done, so he could learn and get better too with like a next project or something like that. Oh, the Dung Eater. Oh,
Oh yeah, there's a loathsome dung eater. You've actually talked to him in uh the 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 fucking round table hold. That's what it's called. And he was a red phantom there.
oh, that's right.
And when you talked to the spirit tuner lady, she said that she just heard like hundreds of screams emanating from him at all times and to stay away from him.
Hmm. Sorry,
So
where am
after
I?
you've exhausted his dialogue and whatnot, we head back up here and continue our
What
journey
not?
henceforth.
Sorry, for some reason my computer's trying to open like iTunes on me, and I don't understand why.
Well,
Can you
iTunes
stop?
is a very
Can you please
maybe it wants
stop?
you to add
There
music
we
to the
go.
screen.
I'm not getting that. I'm not getting the copyright straight. I'm gonna play
Oh
around
Oh
with that
shit.
fuck.
shit.
Oh, and Andy's closer to Sage.
All right, shut up about the dog eater. Well, they didn't really do anything. So, no. Anything worth purchasing off this guy? Let's see.
Uh, if you
Boiled
want some
prawn,
boiled
boiled.
prawns,
All right, what do you have for drinks? I got Mountain Dew and crab juice. Ew, I'll take the crab juice. Back when The Simpsons was funny. Long time ago, but
I'm
once
sure every
upon a
now and then
time.
they put out a good joke.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe every once in a while. I think actually I'm trying to remember, but that the joke I just quoted, I think that might be from the episode. The episodes that yeah, that's when they go to New York. I don't think they air those episodes anymore because the World Trade Center is in the background at one point during the episode, and ever since 9/11 happened, they just were like, "Well, we're just not going to ever play those episodes again." Fucking bullshit censorship.
That's weird that they would be like, "No, we can't, nah."
It's super weird. It's super weird. There's a lot of stuff that had like weird censorship because of 9/11. Like I don't know if you remember this, but the first Sam Raimi Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie back in 2002. Um, there was like a big scene in like all the trailers and stuff for that movie where it was he like caught like criminals in a big web in between the two buildings of the World Trade Center, and that was like I think going to be a big set piece action scene from the movie, and it's obviously it ended up being just completely removed because yeah, reasons. Or Metal Gear Solid 2 also had a massively different ending because of that. Like there was like in that game a big ship like crashes into a city and knocks a bunch of buildings down, and then there's going to be like this totally different boss fight that happens, and like they changed all this stuff. Like you still have a ship crash into the city in the game, but you don't like see it. Like it cuts to white, and then it like you just see the aftermath. And it's like, oh man, I kind of wanted to see that happen. Who knows? Maybe in a remake, they'll feel like they'll feel bold and try and do it.
Are we ready for my favorite boss of this entire goddamn Altus Plateau?
Oh shit! Yeah. Which one is that?
It's
Have
it's
you?
it's the same boss we fought 5 times before already, but it just has 2 extra abilities, and I always die to it.
Oh, so it's not your favorite. I'm sorry. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was just wondering if you touched this thing down here.
Oh, sorry. Let me come back.
I don't know if you have to touch it.
Oh, I think you just walked by it, but I don't think I got very close to it. So still a good catch.
Okay. Okay.
Those are, I think, the summoning pools. If you ever want to play the game and then have it sends your sign to every summoning pool in the region that you've interacted with, so that you have a much higher chance of actually getting to play co-op. That's the extra ability. The horse shoots fireballs.
Damn, that horse is on fire. Ooh. Is that your poison cloud there, Tim? Seems like it's pretty
I think
effective.
that's got to be Sarah's.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. It's effective. It's doing its
If
job.
if it's if it's green, then that's poison, and that's me that's doing that.
Oh, I see it on the sword too. Okay. Hell yeah. Ooh, ow. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Hey, sweet.
So once we fade out of existence into sweet, sweet oblivion, you're gonna walk across this bridge,
All right.
uh, and there will be a site of grace there. From there, we'll have access to the Golden City, but we are actually going to I wonder if that is a summoning area or if we can meet because there is a couple places out here. Oriza's hero grave and side tomb. We're I think gonna do those just in the interest of having everything in Altus Plateau finished before we enter the Golden City proper.
Okay. I'm sorry. Say the name of
Capital Rampart. So the one we
Capital
just got.
Rampart.
So it looks like we can't get summoned on the bridge. So I'm
Oh,
gonna
No,
go back towards the stairs by where we beat the boss just now.
oh, okay. So just right outside.
Yeah, as soon as you're on the stairs outside, like off the bridge,
Okay.
co-op is enabled, so it'll be on those stairs.
Oh, okay. Because that's the entrance to the Golden City, and we're not actually going in there yet. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
We get to go to
Fair
the
enough.
tombs.
Oh, do some tombs. Yeah, there's that one we never finished last time because all of us kept dying to the exact
That's
same
fucking
place.
hilarious. Yeah, was that
Oh, I don't even remember what the name of it was.
I think that was that Gelmir's hero grave? I think
Yeah,
so.
maybe
Oh shit, did we ever do Wyndham Catacombs?
we might have. I don't know.
Uh okay, look in your inventory for the weapon Family Heads. It's a flail.
A flail. Um, a Knight Rider flail. Great mace, pickaxe, brick hammer, great stars. Doesn't appear to be so.
So that's we haven't gone to Sage's cave and then look
Don't talk about my
under
cave like that.
yeah, that's your cave. That's my hole. Under I think it's bolstering materials. You're going to be looking for Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing #1.
I'm sorry. Can you say that name one more time?
Oh, I
three
guess it'll be
times fast.
key items. It's going to be Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing, Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing, Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing, Glovewort's Picker. God damn it! 3 times, but not 4. That's too
That's
many
under bolstering or key items.
key items.
Okay. Du- 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 du. I am not seeing it so far. I don't. Yeah, I don't think so.
Wait,
Then
go to the very bottom.
The very
The
bottom.
very bottom. Very bottom.
Let's see, under the.
That. Keep going.
Oh, wait.
Those are your
Stops.
bell
Bell
bearings
bearing.
there.
Gravity Stone Peddler, Medicine Peddler, Meat Peddler, Bone Peddler, Smithing Stone Miner's Bell Bearing, Somber Stone Miner Bell Bearing.
so in the round table hold, there's a statue that's actually a vendor.
Oh,
It's the petrified corpse of somebody or of a finger reader that continues to act as a vendor.
I
Fun,
think I might
fun
have talked to
business.
that guy.
You can give those bell bearings to the statue, and it functions as vendors.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I'm finding, uh, yeah, 3 that I thought we had completed that we have actually not completed.
Oh, damn. Okay. So
Fun
then,
business.
quite a few dungeons in Altus Plateau still, then,
So it appears to be. Uh, so we'll probably not do those tonight just because holy shit is the navigating around there a bitch and a half. Because
Yeah.
there's so many cliffs and side paths and whatnot that we'd be running around.
Okay.
But we will enter the Golden City tonight just because, it's
Oh,
fucking right
just
there.
go. Should I just turn around and go in there?
Um, yeah, and then I guess maybe because there's 5 dungeons total outside of the Golden City,
Okay.
so that would be that would be more than enough for, well, not more than enough. That would be enough to like do a dungeon run like next session.
Okay. Yeah.
So I guess Capital, Rampart, and then go into the
Into
city.
the inside of the building, or yeah, inside the
Yeah,
city. Is it? Do you think just in this first doorway, or do you
just in
think?
that first doorway is enough to put our signs.
Okay. Sweet. All right.
Oh, great. The mimic items. I forgot how fun the mimic items are for some zones than others. Like some zones, it's like it's a battle standard in the middle of a battlefield. That's really innocuous. Nobody's going to think about that.
Right.
And then some of them, you are just like a massive fucking statue that has no position or like no business being there. For instance, this one, I think I turn into a ficus.
A
Nope, I
ficus.
turn into this.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't seem that seems a little out of place. Nice.
I had to give Griffith some magic because all my stat points are in that.
Hey, fair enough. Got to get creative with some of these character designs.
Well, and plus he's like uh, golden age. This is golden age Griffith, so
Right.
him using golden, it's in the name.
Totally.
Now this is as close as we've ever gotten to old big tree over here.
Oh wow, yeah, that's. I mean, it's funny too because the Erd tree, just the Erd tree in this game, that's a giant Berserk reference by itself.
Now here's a little fun little thing. Look at what we're standing on top of right here. A giant pile of ashes.
Oh, I
One
was going to
thing
say
you're
the
going to
ground.
notice all one thing you're going to notice all fucking over is ashes. There's ashes
Yeah.
all over the Golden City, and uh, you'll notice that the Erd tree has that sliver where it looks like an actual fucking tree, but only just that little sliver on it, and it's like right where the city connects to it. The rest of it is this
Right.
golden color. So there's a lot of because like you'll notice that site of grace we were visiting. It was the outer wall phantom tree.
Yes.
Uh, there's some fan theories that the tree we're seeing has already been burned before, and that it's kind of
Oh,
like the vestiges of the tree growing up and casting an illusion.
interesting.
But
Okay.
then people are like, why do we have to burn it a second time? And it's like, well, uh, uh, we have to burn it a second time because gameplay. I don't know.
For gameplay reasons.
No, there is a good reason. I have forgotten it.
Okay. Well, we'll get around to it at some point. We've still got quite a few episodes left before we're done with this game, so.
Have we come across these fuckers before, or are we
No,
just now
these are
coming across the trumpeter
definitely.
swans?
This is definitely the first time I've seen these things. Let's see when.
He's over here.
Oh,
And
oh
he's gonna
shit.
be the asshole that can't do shit right.
Ow. There we go. with three players, invaders really don't
He
put up
didn't
that
put a
much of a
lot of
fight.
points into vigor, and he didn't dodge right, and he, yeah, didn't maintain distance. He was using an ability with a long charge up. He put points in dex, L plus ratio.
I like that you're just like breaking down the entire build of this person.
No, I don't know if he put points into dex, but the fact that he didn't put
Oh shit.
shit into vigor because he only had 800 health
Oh,
at
I
this
didn't
point.
even read the number.
Those things are fun. You can just walk behind them and they don't turn.
They're like in Zoolander. They just don't turn. It's like some sort of apothecary or something.
Yes. We fought them before in Limgrave and again in Liurnia, but there's apothecaries or alchemists that create elixirs and stuff, and they were originally purely medicinal and holistic in their approach. But when the shattering happened, they too were conscripted to create weapons for the Golden City. And because they lived in the Golden City, that means they fought for Margit, and
Sure.
uh, they eventually gassed the entire city. And so you will notice some of
Oh
the
shit.
doorways plugged with this type of wax, uh, because the civilians were given the method to avoid the gases. But, you know, anybody who was invading, fair game.
I think is this the way
Shit,
you went, Tim? Where did
did
you
I?
go?
Yes, I did go.
Oh, there
Okay.
you go. Okay.
So this
I
is
was like,
just a way back.
took me a hot minute to figure out where you went. I'm thinking about investing in one of those like oh damn. Okay. In one of those like I guess I don't is it like the PS5 Pro controller I don't remember what they're called, but where you can like customize like the triggers and the toggles and like you can like take pieces off and kind of
I think so.
customize the way it's built. Just because I've had a couple of PS5 controllers get the stick drift, and I kind of and I that is a straight up like 100% way to make sure that your controller never gets like never like permanently has that problem, because if it does you can replace the sticks like and just the sticks, and I feel like I've had it happen to like probably four different controllers already, and it's like the PS5's not even that old yet. It's just like, all right, I think I might just invest in the like really fancy controller so I never have to deal with that.
I might have had us jump onto the wrong roof, but if so, you can not jump over there. Okay, we're gonna hop down.
Yeah, no, that's definitely down, 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 down to the ring of fire. Yeah. How long before do we think is going to be before not the DLC for Elden Ring,
Here
but
are those waxed up doors.
ooh.
Environmental storytelling. But continue.
Oh no, sorry, there's just a guy over here. What about oh yeah, interesting. Huh. Just waxed. That's interesting. Um, how long do we think it's going to be before From Software just puts out like the next full-on different Souls game?
Considering they're still developing Elden Ring, it could
But
be
they also were able to put
a
out.
while.
I know it's a different franchise, but they were able to put out the whole Armored Core 6 this year, only a year later. And I know that's a different thing, but like, I don't know. It is still that studio. And then Tim, do you want to just come put your
Yeah, I'll
sign in
make my
this
way
room?
back there.
Okay. Or I suppose actually, that room had a lot of enemies in it. Why don't you put your sign in front of that door that's like waxed closed? Because that seemed like there was less stuff over here. So hopefully easier to get to. I'm honestly, God, part of me wants, I kind of want to see a Sekiro sequel.
I like to think there's possibilities there.
I mean, well, you know what I most want to see is an Otogi sequel, but that's probably not ever going to happen.
How you? I mean, you've said that about what was it?
That's true.
Jet
A
Set
few
Radio.
different things. Yeah, oh, I definitely never thought Jet Set Radio was having a comeback. It's that still is like a pinch me, I'm dreaming feeling I have about that. Like I still can't believe that's happening. It is absolutely wild to think 22 years later they're actually doing another one. I guess now we just have to hope it's actually good. Because Sega isn't necessarily, my favorite game company. Tim, did you mute yourself there?
Oh, I was just trying to not die
Oh,
to
okay.
the
Oh,
there
fair
was
enough.
you know that lightning sword guy that we just all triple teamed?
Yeah,
A
harder to
lot
deal
easier
with
with
on your own.
very much.
Let's see, this room's empty. Anything in here? I think. Nice, nice. Get those backstabs in. Let's see. Oh, oh, nice, nice.
Those would be the aforementioned apothecaries, the ones dressed in full garb.
Right, right. They got those fancy robes and shit.
Now this city is absolutely massive. I know for a fact. We're probably gonna miss some stuff, but
Sure.
that's okay. We're doing a 95% completion.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get every single tiny little thing in the game, it's okay. It's okay. This game it's very long anyway. If we miss some small stuff, I'm not that worried about it.
No, and I don't think you've missed anything of like any great consequence so far.
Just some like
I
extra weapons and stuff here and
Yeah,
there.
basically. Uh, if you do jump attacks, typically that can break lesser shield guards,
Okay.
unless they have like a great shield or something. That is
Right.
something I just found out at hour 300.
Does it actually say you've put 300 hours in overall?
Yeah, just about.
Holy
I think
shit.
I hadn't realized it had chalked up to about that much time, but
That's
hmm,
that's uh that's a lot of
or
game.
no, like 277, I think.
Getting
I
close.
think I think for my solo playthrough, I did like 400.
Oh wow.
I
I
mean,
wonder. Oh, sorry.
this particular character I have like over 500 hours on, But that's with helping you and helping other people out too.
Oh,
Precisely.
fair enough. I wonder, yeah, I wonder how much mine will be because I've had the easy route because there's been so much help. I had like the easiest possible way of playing it, so I'm curious what the time will clock in. I do know that my PlayStation told me that this was like the game that I spent the most time on throughout the year of 2023.
That's fun.
The only thing that was, oh, actually, you know what? No, Elden Ring was number two. Number one was Final Fantasy 16, which I did not realize took me that much time to beat, but I guess it did.
Shit. God.
Whoa!
Do not let him get an overhanded lightning strike. Maybe I need to be leveling vigor.
Well, Tim, I guess that guy's like right there where we dropped down, but do you want
You should be relatively close
to a side of grace
unless I get.
anyway?
Yeah.
Well, we could just go forward a little bit and see. Anything through here? Or is this just a back? Oh yeah, that's just we were. That's just back where we were before. Let's see. So is this new out here? Is this different? Oh wait, huh? We just go in a big circle?
Pretty much.
Okay. Well, I guess since we're over here anyway, then Tim will just wait for you over here.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
just want to put it by the wax door again.
I died as soon as I got back to my world, so I'm gonna run back
Oh,
there again.
yeah, it happens. It happens.
Now, another thing you might notice somewhere on the horizon is a giant stone dragon. Um, just
Um,
or a dragon that is like petrified.
from right here, or
Yeah.
In the actual city, yeah. I don't know if you'd be able to see him from this particular spot, but the thing's fucking huge.
okay. I'll keep an eye out for it once we
But
get some elevation.
Godwyn the Golden was so beloved and so charismatic that when the ancient dragons, whose kingdom and empire was usurped by the Golden Order and everything, when they came to attack the Golden Order, he befriended the strongest of all of them, Fortisax. Um, and like so one of the strongest dragons then just became his bestie and fought against the rest of the dragons. And he
Hmm,
befriended several dragons to the point where
interesting.
there were ancient dragons just defending the capital from that's why the capital has stood for so long.
Huh. Okay. All right. And then yeah, that where we dropped down before it kind of led back into a over here, so I wasn't sure exactly where to go next. But
Um
that's why I'm following you,
I
Tim.
I didn't want to come out here for a reason because of that
Uh,
thing.
oof. What do you think between the three of us? Ooh, it's a big footprint there. Ooh boy. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with a team of three in this game.
oh yeah.
Honestly, having you here, Sarah, this puts us on track to beat this game much sooner than we probably would have.
Oh, I think in here is an actual site of grace.
Oh, okay, cool.
If it's not in this room, it's right on the other side of the steps.
There we go. Yeah, on the other side of the steps. Cool. Okay, so we got that.
Um and then I think over here? Oh, there's something up here.
Oh, we got an invasion
Ah,
too. Oh, and he showed up like right above all the enemies. That son of a bitch.
haha.
Ah!
It was a
Oh,
skill issue. He wasn't
wow.
meant for this world.
Damn,
I
that guy didn't
figured
last
something
long at all.
Griffith would also have is like a little bit of madness-inducing ability.
Yeah, no, that fits. That definitely fits. Nice. That seems like a pretty sick spell.
Oh yeah, the madness spells in this game are just fucking awesome.
Motherfucker. Calm yourself.
Oh, I didn't even see that guy down there.
Oh, there's more people down there too.
Oh, like down that hall.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is this a door we can just go through? No, I don't seem to be able to interact with this.
I think there's a elevator somewhere in the city, like pretty much above us right here.
Okay.
That you have to hit. I think that's. I'm not
Sounds
sure.
about
I can't
right.
remember.
That makes sense. One of those you have to kind of find your way around first to. Hell yeah.
Oh, if you pick up anything that looks like it's something,
I'll try
uh,
and keep an eye out for something.
something that's more than just like Derek's leg bone,
Oh, okay.
because you pick up a lot of random weird shit like that doesn't
Right,
really do
right.
anything.
Totally.
Uh, is this a right way? No, this is a way, but
But
I
it's
guess
not
there's also
the
a way
right way.
down.
Yeah, there's a ladder over here. Oh, and then there's there.
Ow.
There is a way up right here. Do
Okay.
we go down or up? That's up to you.
Let's go down. Let's go down.
Down.
Yeah. I don't know. This just seems right. Of course, that's probably going to be the much more obnoxious option, I'm sure, just because it's the one I picked. Oh, it looks like some sewer shit, of course. God, those sewers in that early sewer section in the first Dark Souls drove me up the fucking wall.
Okay, you see this dragon right here? Oh fuck.
Oh
This
yeah,
guy.
no, I definitely see it now.
Left.
Oh wow, yeah, that is huge. Holy shit.
Ow! Motherfucker. Sorry. My
Oof.
bad.
Nah, you're good. Hey, isn't it the side of grace too? Cool. I got Lionel's armor. I got Lionel Richie's armor. Ooh.
Um,
It's gonna be weird when we're on to a different game. It's just because we've been playing this for
oh,
over
I
a year
concur.
at this point. Like we started streaming this in like November 2022, and yeah, we're still on the same playthrough. Yeah, I'm glad we definitely are going to do a shorter game next before we start. the next big long thing.
Yeah, which even with only 30 hours, that's still on
Yeah,
average going to
long
be like
as
15 streams for us.
yeah, that'll still be a good chunk of time. It won't take forever, but it'll be a chunk of time. But Evil West will be a nice little bite-sized game that should like take us like a month to play. That's probably it.
Um,
Oh, I
was there
didn't even.
anything at the other end of this hall? I love how labyrinthine these sewers are. If you loved the sewers in the previous game,
Oh
oh
yeah, I
my,
just loved the sewers.
as one
You
Poison
know,
does.
dart.
honestly, I think I'd rather deal with the underground for this game compared to the underground for DS1.
Yeah, yeah, I could see that. The was it the Blight Town area was just that was ridiculous. Ah, stop trying to get handsy with me.
Yeah, Blight Town, okay, that is because you also had darkness, you had the toxic buildup, and the toxic buildup had a different like thing from poison, and
Oh my god, it
it
was
was just
so annoying.
I guess this is also a dead end.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, at least this stuff here is entertaining. The stuff in DS1 is just fucking bullshit.
Yeah, some of it just felt like they were just trying to be mean to the people that played it. Like I felt like the game designers just personally had something against me.
They might have.
Well, against all of us really, but you know.
No, they were like Sage, who lives in the American Midwest. That Sage. There's only one of them in the Midwest.
I don't know
We
about
gotta
that. I mean,
fuck
it's
with
not
them.
a common name, but I feel like there's
No,
got to
there
be a
was
couple
too
of
at our
us.
high school. I know that. So wasn't there?
Yes, yes, there was another sage, yeah, at our high school.
All right, here is up. Or
Up, up
is
and
it?
away. Hell yeah. This over here. Get some cracked pot. Whew. Okay. Was that the whole sewer just
Oh
now? Was
God,
that
no.
not? Okay.
Nope.
I
We're
was
fighting
like,
another mini boss.
oh shit. I think this thing needs to see a dermatologist pronto.
So these are tree spirits, and you'll notice that every tree spirit we found, except for the
Needs to
Erd
see
Tree
a They all
avatars,
need to see a dermatologist.
yeah.
Oh
So
Jesus
part
Christ.
of that is because um, remember when Godwin the Golden was killed, how his body was alive but his soul was dead, and so his god powers tried to restore his body endlessly,
Yeah.
kind of like a plague.
Yes.
And the curse of death was infused in his body, and his body started growing, like melding into the Erd Tree. So
Totally,
everything with the
totally.
Erd Tree is kind of tainted with death blight. That's why there's zombies, because before the only way you could be buried or like given a true death was burial on the roots of the Erd Tree, and it would absorb
Huh.
your soul
Okay.
and regenerate you into the next life. But when death
Cool.
blight tainted the roots of the Erd Tree, that cycle was disrupted. And so people in the lands between right now currently have no way of dying like permanently and having their soul be
Right.
reincarnated.
Right, which is why the player character is the way you are.
Yeah, because even though we died in another land, uh, like we stayed dead, and then eventually America was like, you know what? I want some people to kind of like come back, and then, yeesh, you can see what the chemical warfare did to the people that were left outside of the houses.
Yeah, for real. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, like they do a pretty good job of environmental storytelling in this regard.
That looks like a pit that I don't want to fall down.
See, we keep finding ourselves going up.
Are we trying to go up
You
now?
see,
I mean, I
I
mean,
mean,
I said
we
down
totally
before, but I assumed that we just, I don't know, we just found a way.
I think there is more to the down area.
Okay.
These things are those that live within death, or those who live in death. They were buried,
They're pretty
but
metal.
because and then they were infused with the spirit of, or like the power of death, and that brought them back. And that's why you have people who serve the Golden Order going around killing these things. Because they're essentially zombies, but
Right.
more so than everyone else was before.
Just a few different types of zombies is all. I mean, a zombie could be a lot of things. I mean, it wasn't even an undead thing until the George Romero movies. Honestly, I would love to see people do more like zombie stuff based on like the original concept of what a zombie is, like the voodoo manipulation spell stuff.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Hey! I was gonna say, where'd you go?
Let's see here. Ooh, another stone sword key. Ooh, what's up? What's up the ladder? Is there anything up here?
I thought there was
Oh,
something in there, but I guess I was wrong.
there's a door, but I think,
I think that's a shortcut back here.
yeah, I think, yeah, we'd already been here, so yeah, that's just a shortcut. Cool. Good to have, though. Good to have.
So we'll come back down here and go in the sewers, and I think there's
Back in the sewers. We'll get
back to the
tubular with
sewers.
it. Just jump down one of these holes, I guess.
Yeah. We were just down here.
Yeah, there's got to be some other way to go.
There is.
Okay.
I had us backtrack away from it because it looks more like there's no way back up from it.
Uh, well, so by your estimation, Tim, we have after tonight 7 to 9 roughly more episodes.
Yes,
So I'd say that puts us at we'll probably finish this in March.
I'd say so.
Oi!
Oh shit! I didn't even see that guy on
Huh.
Sarah's more vigilant than both of us combined, it seems.
there.
Well, I mean, considering I came through the city twice. Once for me and once for a friend. Somebody else. Yeah. Kinda get
Now,
used
all
to
of
certain
these
things.
rocks, this is that fucking dragon Sarah and I
Oh
were
yeah,
talking about.
I saw the wing before. Moon Arc.
What's this one's name?
The dragon.
Grand
Yes.
Seeks, or no, it's either I think it's Grand Sax.
His name is Gransax.
Yeah, it sounds like Grandpa Balls.
It does. That's exactly what I was going to say. Interesting.
Now there should be a site of grace
That guy
coming
tried
up
to get
soon
right behind
here.
you.
Well, that's a really bad positioning. Okay, here is a site of grace. Now I know normally we would go for another 20 minutes or so, but one of the cats threw up, and I would rather it not soak into the carpet.
That's totally reasonable. That's a
So
good reason to end a little early.
rather than be gone for 10 or 15 minutes scrubbing carpet and then coming back for 5, I think just ending it now might be good.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Yeah, I guess what was so? I guess we could do that. What was that one that you said I should like rest at and then talk to?
That'll be Minor Erdtree Church.
Minor Erd Tree Church. Okay, so I'll do that before turning everything down or turning everything off. But yeah, that's a solid bit of progress I think that we made today. Um, Hopefully,
I'd
now
say
that the holidays are over, we won't be like on an extended break again for a while. So ideally, we should be doing this every Saturday again, which I think I also said a month ago. The last time that we'd come back after not doing it for a while. Oh
this time
shit!
we mean it, okay?
This time we mean it. This time we really do mean it. I'm sorry. I got distracted here by some dialogue. Leave Torrent the power to turn rooms into the strength. Yes,
Oh, I guess resting
I'll
at
become
that
the Elden Lord.
waypoint.
Brought her, yeah, brought her into talk. Okay, I'm sorry. Say the name of the place one more time.
Uh, Minor Erdtree Church, though because she just said she's departing, we might not get the dialogue there. It'll be kind of a
Oh,
toss-up.
okay. Let me see. Altus Plateau, Minor Tree Church. Let's see. Well, I mean, if we miss a little bit of dialogue, I mean, it's not the end of the world.
Oh no. And I can even look up exactly what it is.
Yeah, she's definitely not coming this time. Oh wait, is that her sitting here? Oh wait, no, that's a zombie or dead guy. Okay, well, never mind then. Um, I'll just
Let's
fast
see. In
travel back
America's own
to.
words, I declare mine intent to search the depths of the Golden Order. Through understanding of the proper way, our faith, our grace is increased. Those blissful early days of blind belief are long past. My comrades, why must you falter?
Hmm,
Um, but essentially, what
all right.
she's saying is America, in the earliest days of the Golden Order, when she was made a god, wanted to look into what the fuck the Golden Order is.
Okay.
And it speaks of the naivety she had in that she could learn to increase her faith by researching the Golden Order, when everybody who learns truly what the Golden Order is typically doesn't want what it offers.
Hmm, okay. Interesting.
Order is often seen as a symbol of stability to people, but sometimes absolute order can be something evil of its own.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Tim, thank you for streaming as always and holding my hand through these Souls experiences. uh, Go take care of that cat puke, and hopefully it doesn't leave too much of a
Absolutely.
stain. Sarah, thank you for streaming with us. It's great having you. Like we said, I think another 7 to 9 episodes before we wrap this game up. So you're welcome to be there for all of those or as many of those as you want to be. We're going to try to stay and be sticking to Saturdays again. Um, sometimes stuff comes up, but hopefully we should be back on every Saturday. But yeah, I'll let you know the next time, and if we're doing it for sure or not. And then thank everybody in the chat for hanging out. Let's see if there's anybody to read to the moment. Let's see. Cal is going. Yeah, we'll raid Cal. I'm sure he will appreciate it. And also, if anyone's watching this VOD later on, go give Say Hello Sarah a follow. Doing some awesome. You said Bioshock 2 is what you're currently playing right now?
Yep. And
Awesome.
I'm rather enjoying it. I'm not the best gamer, but I'm more into having fun than actually being a professional.
Hell
So,
yeah.
there's that.
I mean, hey, what's the point if you're not having fun, right?
Right.
But yeah. So
Exactly.
go check Say Hello Sarah out. I would appreciate it. Anybody watching the VOD later. And thank you for hanging out. We'll see you next week.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a great rest of your night, Sarah.